Marley Bird YouTube channel. In this video, I will show you how to do the garter stitch using the brand new Loop It yarn by Red Heart. To begin, when you receive your Loop It yarn, you want to remove the ball band so that you can get access to the outside of the ball. Once you have removed the ball band, go ahead and just play around on the outside of the ball and you will find the outside edge of the yarn, and this is where we will start. To begin, we need to snip the very first loop just to make sure we have a nice tail. It's really quite simple. Grab the yarn and go ahead and snip the loop open. Once that loop is open, you're ready to start. You will follow along with your pattern and you will count off the number of loops you need for your project. For this example, I'm using 5 loops. To create garter stitch flat, we are going to go ahead and knit down the entire row. So I will go ahead and work this first row using the knit stitch. So I will pull my working yarn through the loops that are on my project from back to front. I'm just going all the way down this row, putting a loop from the working yarn through the project yarn from back to front. When I get to the end of the row, I have a nice setup of knit stitches. To create garter stitch without having to turn my work back and forth, I now will work back with a row of purls. So I just did the wonderful knit stitches, and now to create garter stitch without turning my work, I will work back along this row in purls. So this first stitch out here, this first loop on my working yarn, I want to pull it through that last stitch I did, the last loop I did, from front to back. And I will carry on working down the row in this manner, working purl stitches. At the end of the row, you'll notice that you have a nice garter stitch ridge. Just like before, we don't want to turn our work, so as we work back on this next row, we will knit again. So this time, without turning, I go ahead and as I work through my project loops, I will work the working yarn as knits. What do you think we do now? That's right, we go ahead and purl the next row. You continue on working the pattern like so, knitting one row, purling the next row, and that will give you some really great garter stitch ridges. It will look the same on both sides, and you've created a fabric that will not roll. Now you know how to do garter stitch flat. Everything you need to know about knitting or crochet can be found right here on the Marley Bird YouTube channel. Learn with Marley Bird. Visit youtube.com/Marley Bird.